Having friends broadens our horizon, not superficial, shallow friendships, but having real friendship with spending time with other people, being at their houses, knowing how their family functions, it broadens our horizon. So when I was a kid, I would go over to other people's houses. I would take notes. I would notice what was going on. I had one friend whose mom was having cocktails every afternoon when we would come home from school, and I went, alcoholic. Wasn't going on in my other friends' households. So, yeah, having real intimate relationships with other people gives us perspective about our own lives. But addiction causes, isolation. They create havoc and embarrassment inside of the home. People don't come over. So there's a lot of isolation there. And you will see that people from chemical addicted households can be adamant that there's nothing wrong, that this is just how people live. This, it's normal. And that's because they don't have real, genuine, intimate relationships with other people. They're defending what they know. It's all they know. Gaming addiction, on the other hand, is harder to defend. You really do have someone self isolating somewhere, living in squalor, typically, delusional, not functioning, or barely functioning, finding some job to do that enables them to game, or a quote, going to school, the school strategy. There's got to be in the dark web some coaching about how to string your parents along and stay in college till you're 40 and claim you're gonna, get that engineering degree while you spend all your time gaming. Uh, I say this laughing, tongue in cheek, dear people. August 3rd. There was a time in my life when I furiously insisted that addiction did not exist in my family. We were normal. Everything was fine. Today, I know that addiction is a family disease that affects not only gamers, but those around them as well. Denial is a symptom of this family disease of addiction. When I began to recognize the addiction in my family, and my unfortunate past became the topic of all my conversations. Then an Al-Anon member shared about having learned to look back without staring. She pointed out how easy it can be to lose perspective, to feel trapped, to stop living in the present. Unlocking the secrets of the past can offer many gifts, but the purpose of the search is to recover from the effects of addiction and to get on with our lives here and now. Today, with love, support, and encouragement of Al-Anon members, I am able to face the reality of the past, not to place blame or wallow in self-pity, but to learn from it. Today's reminder. Today's reminder. There is much to learn from the past, but I cannot allow past hurts to smolder and destroy today. Instead, I can ask my higher power to help me use my experiences to move forward and to make healthier, more loving choices than ever before. And here's the quote: experience is not what happens to you, it is what you do with what happens to you. Such a beautiful quote. Broaden your experiences, build those relationships with other people. Do not sit around and grieve and pout and whatever because your spouse or your child or your sibling or your friend doesn't want to have a relationship with you because they are caught up in gaming addiction. Don't take it personally. Do not make it personal. They're an addict. All right? They're doing what addicts do. It's not a reflection of you necessarily. So work on healthy relationships with other people whenever and wherever you can. Build those bridges, build those bridges.